Good morning. This morning we like to talk about net worth. How much are you worth? A lot of time, middle class people, including myself, we like to talk about how much we make. And I think in reality, the best question to ask is how much are we worth? When you are trying to increase your wealth or you are trying to build wealth, it's important you have your finances in order. So it's important you track your income, your expenses, so that you are able to put something on the side and put that saving to work. Your net worth is now determined or influenced by how much you make. It's how much you keep that is important. You can make a lot of money, but if you spend it all at the end of the month, your net worth might be zero. If you have a lot of debt, your net worth might be negative. So it's important to capture your wealth level at any time of the year to see where you are, to see where you need to improve. I have a spreadsheet on my website, and I will encourage you to visit the website and download it so that you can start recording your assets and your liability to calculate your net worth. So how do you calculate your net worth, or what is included? Your net worth is just the difference between your total assets and your total liabilities. Your assets are valuable things that you have that you can turn into cash, and your liabilities are just your debt. So I'm going to show you how my husband and I we track our net worth. It's an exercise that we practice often to help us be in track, and I will encourage you to calculate your net worth at least once or twice a year. I don't think it's important to do it on a monthly basis unless there is a major update or change in your finances. It's not that important. You can do it mid-year and at the end of the year, the beginning of the year, to see where you're at. So first you need to list all your assets, what you think is valuable, that if you are in need and you need to liquidate it, you'll be able to get some cash out. And be honest with yourself not to overprice those items. And then you list all your debts: students loan, credit card loan, car loan, all the debt, including the mortgage, and the difference between what you have or what you own versus what you owe will tell you if your net worth is positive, if your net worth is increasing or not. So let's take a look at the spreadsheet. I have my computer open here. And it's easier if you use a spreadsheet. So I like to use a spreadsheet, and as you can see, my spreadsheet allows me to track our net worth that we calculated in the past as well. So we first did it in January, like for these purposes, because I have some other spreadsheet for prior to this, and then we did in fact, 2018-19, and then we did it again around November 2019. As you can see, your balance sheet or your net worth spreadsheet, you will list your assets. Your assets will include your personal assets, which will be your fixed asset, like the value of your house. A lot of times you can get that from your county assessor page. If you go to Google, you type in county assessor, you'll be able to pull their websites. Or if you live in a state where your state require you to pay property tax, they will send you a form almost in fall that will have the value of your house and the property tax amount that you need to pay. So you will record the value of your house on that row. And we have cars, so you can list your cars. Here we have one car, and as of November, my husband evaluated that if he wants to sell it, that's the amount he will be able to. And you can use tools online to help you find out how much you'll be able to sell your car or the value of your car. Liquid assets. So our fixed assets total to 162,212. Let me see if I can move my computer a little bit. And then we come down to liquid assets. Liquid assets, you list your bank accounts or your savings account, your investment account. And you list those dollar amount related to it as well. As you can see, when you do that exercise, you'll be able to notice how your accounts change throughout the years. And that will total to your liquid asset. Let's go down a little bit and see what we include in our liquid asset here. We even include our retirement account, so that's where that will go. So you'll have your 401k and cash that you have at home as well. And as you can see, my husband and I, he has 72k in his 401k and I have 50k in my 401k. So you'll go to your 401k account to record the value of the account at that time. We have our brokerage account listed, our Roth IRAs listed as well. And all of that will total, in our case, liquid asset total to 134,861. And you can see how it varies across. The next stage will be, I just call it belongings, but those are your personal properties. So you have your TV, if you have a fancy one, you have things around your house that you think might have some monetary value, or you'll be able to sell it for a dollar amount. The first year, in 2018, I list some items there, but I didn't do it for 2019 for the reason that it's not really what I wanted to track. I really want to see my net worth, how it's influenced by the valuable assets that I believe in. So now on those things that really don't increase in value. And that's the same area you put jewelries as well. So if you think you have valuable assets around your house, yeah, you'll be able to list them here. In some countries, people value jewelry a lot. So if you like jewelry, you'll be able to list it in this category. but I don't think you should be investing in assets that may not increase in value over time. Business assets, investment real estate. So we have a property that we are going to renovate to rent out, but at this point it's sitting there causing pretty much costing us money to maintain, but that's the value there, 31,000. So if you have business, you need to list your asset in the business as well. And you have real estate area, you have fixed asset area, and the fixed asset will be, at least what I include in the category, is more about office supplies. So business desk, chair, printer, sewing machine. And as you can see in my office, I have a printer that I will be able to sell if I need to. I have a chair, and I have another one here. I have a nice office table. So at least those office equipment in this category. The first year I have dollar amount listed, but I didn't do it for FY19 for the same reason as well. And the way you treated your office equipment, the way you evaluate how much they are worth, if you have a business, that means you depreciate those assets. So you'll need to see how much left you have to depreciate. That will be the value of those assets. That's one way of doing it as well. And our business fixed asset didn't have anything in it because I just didn't want to focus my energy on those type of things that won't increase in value, because every year they tend to depreciate pretty much. So business liquid asset, here you list how much cash you have in your business, and as you can see, it varies for the years. And for the last one that we did, the value of our liquid assets, business liquid assets, is 23K. Your next category will be business inventories. If you are in the business of producing something or manufacturing something, then you'll need to track your inventories, and the value of your raw material and finished product will go under this category. So here I have Nina soap, oil, towel, light soap, and the past 2 times that I update my spreadsheet, I have things listed, but I didn't do it for November. Once again, I didn't really want to list it because they are not significant. But as you can see on the row of venture properties, the property that you saw up was listed here in the past. It was before we owned it. It was a property that we purchased a tax lien on, and we pay taxes on it all the years until we claim the deed on it. So in the past, that's the value of it here while we didn't own it. But then when we own it, it shifts from the inventory area to business real estate asset area, and the value of the property decreased by that time. So that's the current value of it. So we pass the business inventory area. So our total assets, once you list all those assets, you will calculate your total asset, which will be the sum of your business inventory, or pretty much the sum of all the rows. Or if you have total, like the way I did it on those level, big level, like inventory, business inventory, fixed asset, you just total those big ones, fixed asset here, investment, real estate, belonging, you total every single one of those subtotals, liquid asset, fixed asset. So when you total all of that, that will be your asset. And if you have an asset that I didn't list here, you will need to list it as well. So our total asset as of November 2019 is $351,617, and you can see how that varied throughout the years. Now let's check our liabilities. In the category of liabilities, you will leave your personal liabilities, your personal debts. That will be mortgage, car loan, tuition loan, and credit card loan. And by the way, when you are working on assets, if you have both, you have multiple cars, you list them there. The value, how much you will sell them, you list them under assets. And under liabilities, if you have debts, you own loan, you have loans on them, then you list how much you owe on those type of assets here. And as you can see, our mortgage, the remaining balance is $54,000, and you can see how it changed as well. It changed as well throughout the years, because we have been putting one full income to our mortgage every month. We are trying to pay it off quickly, so it's going down. And car loan, we don't have anything on it, but when we started, you see we have about $5,000 there. Tuition loan, we didn't have anything in 2019, but in 2018 it was $10,000. So we pay off those debts. Credit card loan in 2018 it was about $752, because we are trying to pay off the credit card first, and then we switched to the car loan when the credit card was paid, and then we paid the tuition loan. But that's why in 2019 you didn't see any debt there. But then in November we have $15,000 in credit card, and that was due to a scam, and we are trying to pay that off as well. So our total, now you list your business liabilities or business debts, and as you can see, we don't owe anything in our business. So we are operating our businesses with our own money. So our total liabilities total to $70,028 as of November 2019 versus $85,905 in February 2019 and $120,000 in January 2018. So what our net worth is, that will be the total assets minus the total liabilities. So our asset as of November 2019 is $281,589 versus $256,905 in February 2019 and versus $161,621 in January 2018. So by doing this exercise, that helps you track your assets versus your liabilities, and that way you know what you need to improve, what type of debt you need to pay off, what type of debt you need to decrease, and what type of assets you need to increase in your portfolio, so that the impact can increase your net worth. Your goal is to increase your net worth. Thank you for watching. I'm Nina from Nina Soap, and I will encourage you to visit our website. I have the template on our website so that you can download it and start calculating how much you are worth.